Guess what? It's time for your daily message, and today's message, we're actually not going to be using the cards. We're just going to have a straight up clairvoyant message for the collective. So, what I'm feeling in the collective is this sense of new hope, this new optimism, and it may be in the realm of wanting to put yourself out there. Maybe you have some kind of idea for a new technology, or you want to get more involved in humanitarian efforts or civil rights or politics, or maybe you just want to be an influencer of some kind and get more involved in the fame aspects of this. But there is some kind of renewed hope, renewed optimism towards something bigger than yourself, something that makes you feel like you're a part of the greater picture, something that makes you feel like you're contributing or that has always been a part of your purpose and now you're interested in going after it. But then you have the question, but should I go after it? Should I go after it? Is it just something that I'm feeling excited about now, and then maybe a little while down the road I'll just get bored of it and try to chase something after, therefore becoming a jack of all, master of none, jack of all trades, master of none? My feel is this is definitely something that if you really want to pursue can absolutely become something bigger. However, there are some things that you do need to work on in the self in order to carry this to the finish line, because whatever it is that you want to achieve, it does feel very big, and very big can get very overwhelming very fast. And so it's important to know how to break things down so that you can achieve the end goal without getting overwhelmed along the way and feeling like giving up. Now, giving up is a part of achieving anything. That's just a feeling that you're going to have at some point down the road, and it's normal. And when you know that it's normal, that can help us really move past it, because we're like, okay, it's not just me. It's not a sign that I'm supposed to give up. It's just a part of the process. It's what happens. It's when we become something more, or in order rather in order to achieve something more, we have to become more. And in order to become more, that means having to overcome emotions that normally hold us back from becoming that more. So it's natural, it's normal, and now you know that. The other thing that I would say is whenever you're trying to achieve something big, keep in mind that big things are achieved not in a silo, not just by one person. In our society, we have a tendency to look at somebody's success and attribute it to the face of that success. So we may see a billionaire that is really successful or has amazing ideas and be like, wow, that one billionaire is so amazing. But, all children are raised in a village. Nobody ever achieves anything on their own. There are always a lot of people around them that are supporting them, guiding them, helping them, etc. And we just forget that just based off of what society tends to value. It's always that one person. If you think about a rock band or a boy band from the 90s, yeah, you have a picture of all of them on the cover, but there's always that one, right, that gets most of the limelight, most of the focus, and most of the attention as a result, because for whatever reason, that's just how our society works. We look at companies and we attribute a lot of the success to the CEO, but what about all the people beneath the CEO and beneath them and beneath them and beneath them that are actually the ones that are making things happen? We tend to evaluate, or rather value, ideas over the action that it takes to achieve those ideas, and the commitment and the routine and the discipline. So what that means for you is if there is something big that seems to be speaking to you, that is calling to you, remember to operate as a team. Find people who are like-minded, find people with a similar goal who want to help you with that goal. And think of it not just as your success, but as the success of a team. And if you do that, you will get out of the experience everything that you want. If you are wanting recognition or visibility or fame, you will still get it, even if you are part of a team. If you're wanting to accomplish something big or create a movement, you will accomplish that, because all the bits and pieces that on your own would feel incredibly overwhelming are now carried not just by yourself, but by everybody on the team. And you guys can lift each other up, and everybody has their own strengths and their weaknesses, and you guys can use those strengths and weaknesses to complement each other. Your strength could be their weakness, and their strength can be your weakness, and you enjoy doing certain things that they hate, and they enjoy doing certain things that you hate. And it all really works together when we can work as that team and really go back to a little bit more tribal mentality or village mentality, I suppose. So that is a message for you. It is to, yes, go after what it is that you want, but to remember that there are some things that you need to work on in yourself. Number one, it means working as a team and finding that team and honoring each other's strengths and weaknesses. It also means not giving up even when you want to, and knowing that that is part of the process. And it also means that there may be some skills that you will need to work on. Most of them are probably emotional. Most issues that we have towards our goals are not in terms of our being able to do that goal. It's actually the emotions that we have around it. So if you want to start a business, you may be like, okay, well, I need to start a website. Actually, starting the website might be easy, even if you have never started one before, even if you are older and feel like you're not technically capable or that you are behind. There are so many videos out there that teach you how to create a website. There are so many resources out there like Squarespace and Wix that make the whole process seamless or much easier with very little technical know-how needed on your part. And so what really is holding you back when all the resources are there? It's the emotions. It's what goes on in your head. It's the lack of belief in the self or the feeling like it's a mountain when it's really a molehill to create one. And so understanding that, yes, you can accomplish it, but working as a team helps. Overwhelm is important. And there are some skills that you need to learn, but most of them are probably about maintaining your emotions or balancing them or being aware of them and knowing when they're getting in your way. Those are the things that are actually needed. And if you work on those things, you will be successful. You will hit your goals. And that's really all that it takes. It's really 3 very simple things. Work with others. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Know that overwhelm is a part of the process and wanting to give up is a part of the process, and be aware of your emotions and know that the thing that holds you back is not the thing itself, but rather how you feel about the thing. So I will leave you here with that. I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for listening, and that is your daily message.